A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. This to Jacobs. And right away, he lost the football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Hey, check mega. Ready.
Will run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Strike.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. You look at the Saints defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
On the set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ready?
2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. 1st quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Open man right side, Myers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it, looking at 4th and less than a yard. Myers in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Love now to pass on first down. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Thornton, the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The Saints at 2-13 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, they'll take care of it.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On the double.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Love now. Pass complete to Addison. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
3rd and 4. Myers in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd and 6.
65 cats.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On second down, Love once more. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Okay, ready?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Ready. Strike. Check. Strike.
Addison will go in motion left.
Ready.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing. Love. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Okay.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. But, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Jones on the return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
A man who played collegiately at nearby Tulane, it's Tajay Spears.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now, looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. On the return is Jones. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Check view.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready?
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun again to Spears. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him,
And we'll step aside for a moment. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Off the play fake, Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw now. Here's Love. That one's taken in by Spears. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Samuel going to go in motion right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Love. Flush to his right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that might be his last pass in the NFL, because when you throw an interception, especially a pick six as a kicker, CD, I don't know that you recover from that one.
You got to remember one thing. My vintage takes me back to shades of Garo Yepremian against Washington in Super Bowl 7. Yeah, folks, I would tell you to do an encyclopedia search, but actually nowadays you do an internet search. Check that one out. And that was at least off of a block kick. This was a design throw. Results the same, though. Interception, 6 points going the other way. Hello, Mike Bass. Remember you?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Love. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Yellow, 1. Check pink.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check. Hey, cross field. Cut.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Ready?
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Let's go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go, set. Smack, smack.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Hey, Porfirio. Hut.
Another run here with Dobbins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Check, strike, right.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Point after here coming up. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50. But that one falls incomplete.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Pass complete. Hurst.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
But just a gigantic play here. Both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Thornton.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
To a knee goes Love, and that should be that.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Eagles,
they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.
You